Now that this Electrolux Olympia 1 is completely ready to go and get back into my regular rotation, and most of the critical testing is now complete, let's do a whole house carpet cleaning with Wade results. Now, if you look in my playlist from, it's probably been a couple of years ago, you will see a whole house cleaning of this machine, and it will look pretty much just like that. But I have not weighed the results. I've never had a chance to do that yet. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to start out with 49.91 with this HEPA bag, this recently blown out HEPA bag. And then I'm going to clean everything with this because this nozzle gets underneath everything. It gets underneath all the dressers, all the beds, everywhere. So that's going to be 1,200 square feet. Now, realizing that the agitation isn't super high, or maybe I should say the harshness isn't super high. That's probably more accurate, as witnessed by the dry pass pickup that we had earlier. But the sand and the fine dust, absolutely incredible. So I don't really know what this is going to do. Maybe this will pick up something like, say, 10 grams. Maybe it'll be more, maybe it'll be less. This has been a really surprising machine, and it's mainly due to the design of the brush roll in here. It's just phenomenal. So I'm so happy that this family machine that we've had in our family since 1980, and I've personally had it in my possession since 1987, works so well after all these decades. So I'll be back in a flash, and we'll have ourselves a bag we need to reweigh. Just finished cleaning everything I could, totaling about 1,200 square feet, about 20% more than what I normally do because this nozzle gets underneath everything. So let's go and measure the results. What will it be? And incidentally, you can see this is the hair wrap. This is just one vacuuming session. My wife has a 26-inch long hair. It's longer than 2 feet. So let's see how we did. Okay, it's in good shape. Will it have tremendous pickup? Will it just be mediocre? Remember, I don't have sand. Okay, so 56.35. Yeah, that'll stay there. 56.35 minus 49.91. So we have a rather mediocre 6.44. So unfortunately, because I don't have a lot of deep fine dust, because I mean, even with a Kirby, I get like 15 or 16 grams pickup. Sand, I don't have anything in there, and this is not a carpet shredder really in any way, shape, or form. So the pickup ends up being the total pickup ends up being something fairly low. Now, the consistency of this pickup, in other words, specifically what's in here, I can't really separate that. So there might be more fine dust and less carpet fibers than another machine that gets that same 6.44 but has a different pickup ratio because the machine, say, has a lot more agitation and maybe more or a higher percentage of that 6.44 would be unwanted stuff like unwanted carpet fibers that I prefer to leave in the carpet. So 6.44 as a total might not necessarily be that bad, but that's what we got. And furthermore, just remember, that's for 1,200 square feet. And I hadn't gotten underneath the beds and the dressers a couple of months. And believe it or not, stuff does build up on the surface of the carpet over time. I can remember a number of decades ago, I did not vacuum underneath the bed for it was like 10 years. And when we went and moved the framing and whatnot, there was a fairly heavy layer of white, thick dust that had built up. So if you think dust doesn't build up underneath things where some airflow actually exists, well, it certainly does in our house, and we do have central air that constantly keeps the air flowing and being filtered. So I was hoping, honestly, for a little more pickup than, 6 something some odd grams. But then again, maybe that's the pickup that's pretty good because it's more fine dust and less carpet fiber. So that might not be that bad. It's just too difficult to try to separate that, even if I were to tear the bag apart. So one thing I can say is pushing this across a standard American sized home, the forward and backward pushing effort is very easy. It just glides across the carpet. It does not suction cup or stick to it at all. However, the entire experience with the hose, the canister itself, the cord, and everything else, it definitely gives you a workout. And I had to take my shirt off. So that's what I had to do. You get yourself a decent workout when you have a canister because there's frankly a lot more to manage. All right, well, I've blathered on long enough. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.